Welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Friday, October 20th, 2017. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Ministry of Social Development presented two females on Nevis with new and refurbished living quarters. The handing over ceremony took place yesterday, Thursday, October 19th, where Junior Minister of Social Development, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, presented a refurbished house to Yvonne Stanley, who lives in the Morningstar area. Employees of the Social Services Department from time to time visit Yvonne Stanley, who is a part of the Social Services Seniors Division, and saw the need to repair her home. A team from the department visited the home and assessed the work which needed to be done, according to the Minister, Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams. She expressed her thanks to the maintenance crew for the work done to the home.
I know when my maintenance crew go on a project, they would not leave until it is properly done. I was a bit concerned because after a few months and Sylvester was still on this project, I had to ask, what is happening up at Mrs. Stanley's home? Why Sylvester is not coming off that project? And he said to me, Minister, the situation was really bad. And you know me, I cannot move until it is properly done. And so what I am seeing here today is testimony of Sylvester's fine job. He and Ian and the other crew members is testimony to his dedication of getting the job done right.
Brandy Williams then presented the newly refurbished home to recipient Yvonne Stanley.
Ms. Stanley, I hope that you will be able to enjoy your days in your newly renovated home. We are happy that we were able to be of assistance to you. We are committed to helping the citizens of Nevis to live better and more rewarding lives. We are committed to helping to empower persons so that with this new edifice or this renewed edifice, you can now live out the rest of your days knowing that you are comfortable and we have made you even more comfortable in your dwelling home.
Stanley then expressed her thanks to the department for greatly assisting her.
I must say thank you to Miss Brandy and all the workers, the photographers, and I'm well pleased and I'm thankful for everything nicely done.
In related news, Stephanie Freeman is now a new homeowner thanks to the Ministry of Social Development. Freeman received the keys to her new home in the New River Housing Project yesterday, Thursday, October 19th. Junior Minister of Social Development, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, outlined the reason Freeman was chosen.
We were aware of Stephanie's situation through Kim Singh, who was the social worker on this case. And we realized that we had a situation that we had to do some immediate intervention and deal with. As was said earlier, Stephanie has 7 children, a single parent with 7 children, all under the age of 16 at that time. And so where children are concerned, our first priority is with that parent with children. Housing is a basic and fundamental right of each and every human being. And so we felt it fitting to come to the aid of Stephanie. And having graduated from the RISE program, Stephanie herself was able to pay for this plot of land on which her house is now built.
Brandy Williams then presented the keys to the new homeowner.
I am very happy, I'm very proud of Stephanie for her accomplishments up to today, and she could only continue to build on the foundation that we have given her. I am certain that it is very challenging having to parent 7 children on her own, but with her determination, I am certain that she will get it done and get it done quite successfully. And so on behalf of the Ministry of Social Development, the Department of Social Services, I would like to hand over the keys to Stephanie to her brand new dwelling home.
Freeman expressed her thanks to the ministry for assisting her in her time of need.
I would like to say thanks to the social development, especially Minister Hazel Brandy. She always been behind me. And I would also like to say a big thanks to Kim Singh. She's always been there for me and not letting me give up. And I would like to say thanks to everyone who've been there for me, who've been supporting me. Thanks to one and all.
The contractor of the house was Kevin Jeffers. Both homes were blessed by Pastor Stephen Liburd. Also in attendance were Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development, Keith Glasgow, Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development, Shelley Liburd, and other key personnel in the Ministry of Social Development. A team from the National Housing Corporation, NHC in St. Kitts, and the Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation, NHLDC, toured the Cedarview Housing Project on Wednesday, October 18th. Chairman of the NHC, Valentine Lindsay, commended Honorable Alexis Jeffers, Minister of Housing and Lands in the Nevis Island Administration, and the Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation, NHLDC, for what he described as impeccable work being done at the Cedarview Development Project at Manners. The NHC chairman, who headed a team to Nevis, gave the compliment at the end of a tour of the 14-acre multi-million-dollar development funded by the St. Kitts and Nevis Social Security Board, the Nevis Island Administration owned quarry at New River, and the NHLDC office at Bath Plain. The tour was led by Jeffers and manager of the NHLDC, Mr. Dexter Bonkamper.
But in looking at the houses, the designs, the finishes are impeccable. And I believe that the contractors here in Nevis, we mainly have at least 2 designs in St. Kitts. But I realize that your department here have a number of designs. And looking through I think we looked at some of them on the computer and on the website, and also we saw some live in color. And for what we have seen, that we understand and we want to support the government here, because we see that you guys are ready for business. You guys are delivering for the people.
Lindsay said they decided to visit to look at what the best practices being used by the NHLDC. He said the NHC was in the process of rebranding and believed that the tour would be a learning moment for them. He said on their return to St. Kitts, he was certain they would be implementing some of what they gleaned during the tour. Meantime, NHC General Manager Mrs. Alrita Sampson Brown said they were in the process of trying to improve their product to give citizens and residents the best house ever, and expressed gratitude for the tour.
We went into the office first. We were able to look at some of their internal processes and procedures, and we feel that we can go back and enhance what we have. And then when we went out into the field, we were able to look at various designs, of which our draftsmen have really taken view of, and as well as the finishings. So we got a lot from it today, and I really want to say thank you. I really want to join with the 2 colleagues before me and thank our colleagues on the Nevis end. As he said, it will be done on our end, and we're waiting to receive them, show them what we have, because at the end of the day, it's a federation. So we're saying across the board, we want to give a standardized housing to our citizens and residents.
Honorable Jeffers thanked the team for coming to Nevis and noted that a team from the NHLDC would reciprocate the visit. He also used the opportunity to thank the St. Christopher and Nevis Social Security Board for funding the project and those responsible for advancing the development project.
I want to first, at this juncture, I must say, thank all of the persons who have been instrumental in ensuring that the project would have reached to the point where it's at, meaning the project manager, let's start with the manager of the Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation, the entire staff at the construction side of the corporation, and also all of the contractors, all of the field workers, and also the project manager, who would have done an excellent job in ensuring that the materials that are needed to push that project forward were procured in a reasonable time. That being said, I also love to give thanks, and I also want to thank the chairman, or the minister first of all, chairman and board members of the Social Security Board.
The minister said the NHLDC has been submitting monthly reports to the Social Security Board, who have registered satisfaction with the progress of the project. Other members of the NHC team were Mr. Delroy Rankin-Liburd, Project Supervisor, Mr. David Allen, Purchasing Manager, Mr. Tyrone Jefferson, Supervisor in the Technical Department, and Ms. Janelle Rollins, Client and Relations and Public Officer. Still to come, Citizenship by Investment CEO reports increased interest in all 3 CBI options in St. Kitts and Nevis. The details when we return.
This one is going out to the land of my birth, Queen City, Nevis.
Truly, one of the few places that has an untouched beauty that has captivated the hearts of many. Nevis is everything you imagine.
Welcome back. The CEO of the Citizenship by Investment Unit, CIU, in St. Kitts and Nevis, Mr. Les Khan, says there has been an increase in the level of interest in all 3 investment options under the Federation's Citizenship by Investment CBI program since the Team Unity government announced in September the addition of a temporary hurricane relief fund, HRF option. Khan recently returned from a trip to the Middle East, where he actively promoted the Hurricane Relief Fund, as well as the Real Estate and the Sugar Industry Diversification Foundation SIDF options to international marketing agents and potential clients. Funds raised via the Hurricane Relief Fund investment option will help foot the over $150 million bill that the government of St. Kitts and Nevis faces in regard to rehabilitating key public infrastructure which suffered damage during the passage of 2 Category 5 hurricanes, Irma and Maria. Under the Hurricane Relief Fund initiative, which runs for 6 months, foreign investors under the CBI program can make a non-refundable contribution of US $150,000. During his trip, Mr. Khan met with Justin Hawley, Consul General at the Consulate of St. Kitts and Nevis in Dubai, who supported him during several meetings with international marketing agents there. Khan, who was recently appointed as chairman of the Citizenship by Investment Programs Association, CIPA, said the success of his trip to the Middle East could also be measured by the signing on of 5 additional international marketing agents to promote St. Kitts and Nevis's CBI program. He said every measure is taken to protect the platinum brand of St. Kitts and Nevis's Citizenship by Investment CBI program, which is one of the world's longest running and most successful programs, by employing the most robust due diligence procedures available. The Human Resources Department is pleased to inform you that the Organization of American States, OAS, in collaboration with Colorado State University, invites interested persons to apply for scholarships to pursue undergraduate degrees in any of the programs offered at the Alma College and the Colorado State University of the United States. Interested persons are to contact the respective university under the university's contact information provided on the OAS Scholarship website in order to apply for admission by November 1st. Then submit their online scholarship application through the OAS website by November 15th. Should you require additional assistance, please contact the Nevis Island Administration Human Resources Department Training Officer Shanola Gill on 469-5521 extension 5163. And that brings us to the end of this edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.